217. I've found 2, and they have found like 90% of them in the exact same amount of time. What the fuck? How do I get that bird over there?
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
We meet again. I am Penacony's famed detective. Got yourself into a pickle? I'm more than happy to help. But unfortunately, I'm preoccupied with a couple of unsolved cases. So, you'll have to wait your turn. Bob, I need your help, Nick. The first case, the second case. Those are all the details. I trust in your deduction.
Mate. March kind of hit the nail on the head, bro. She said, "Are we sure this isn't just a trial of elation?" Yes, it is.
Hello, lovely actor. You can call me the director. If you didn't know, well, actually, due to the current plot, really, you really have been through
Oh shit.
but don't fret.
Oh, there we go. How much? That much. Venturine survives these, chat.
Hello, I'm a... Diffuse? Nope, now playing Never Give Up, Never Surrender by the trending superstar Asked Wrigley from the Epsilon. Oh, hang on. Stanley have not purchased the rights to this song. We can't play it here. How about this? I'll recite it for you. Next up, please enjoy a recital of Never Give Up, Never Surrender.
Bruh.
Aha! If you ask me how I feel about it, don't
Get rickrolled, bitch.
never give you up, never make you sad. They will never give you up, never make you cry. They will never say goodbye to you, never tell lies to hurt you. Praise, aha!
I'm uninstalling chat. What the fuck was that? What was that? There are actually 1,000. Yeah. What was that? Oh.
Not much time left.
It looked like a fish. Like when it just went down past it, it looked like a fish. Is it gonna turn out that I'm the bomb and she's gonna like activate the Celeron inside me and then the entire like planet explodes? Mr. Tail?
We meet again. I never thought I'd see you here. I'm currently on this luxury cruise ship enjoying... I'm a healer. I forgot I've come to... Yes, me.
I've got 3 of them. There's a 4th one up in the captain's thing. I would assume we want to go to the main antique hall and not the poop deck. Nope.
Welcome to the Radiant Feldspar. Really? Fork you! If you think to be frank, I didn't become...
Oh, they're all...
Oh, the ritual is ready. Let's go. Oh.
They're all, other characters. I get it. Is there one by the slot machine? Is there one of them at a slot machine? Nope, alright, there's not an adventuring doll.
Is that...
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! Don't come close! Since you're here, I'll just keep it short.
2 seconds.
The Sweet Dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb's design is incredibly unique. As if it's been locked by some mysterious path force. Apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it.
You can't even get your AI to, like, think about it.
Actually, there might be another way.
You're gonna blow
Do you
yourself
still
up.
remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the Land of Dreams.
Oh my god.
I think this moment heralds the 3rd time.
Firefly is just suicidal, bro.
You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This allows me to perform...
Have I not seen the sun music?
As long as I can bear the
Yeah.
pain and
Here
the
comes the sun.
I'll be able to dive into the primal memories beyond the
And it's gonna be Firefly
extend a
exploding.
lifeline to the radiant feldspar.
Like, Firefly,
I will
that's
take
not
this
the
knowledge to
sun,
the
that is
depths
a
of the dream state,
person.
as deep as possible, where there are no living souls around.
Or it was.
That way, at least no one will get hurt. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible, but are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. Yet I can still make myriad choices. I also firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The astral
Destiny
express
2 final shape reference.
are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward.
Sam,
only
BW
together.
Mans.
Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
Man, we're fucked.
You see, everything is
Never
possible
mind.
in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it.
That was gay as hell.
For the watchmaker and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life.
Technically, that is only because
Miguel would
of
place
the
2
character we
bunches of
chose.
flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
Wait, did Gallagher die?
Looks like you've also noticed that history fictionologist is nowhere to be found in Penacony, disappearing just as quietly as when he first showed up. I believe he must have come here at the end, to bid farewell to his nameless friends. Similarly,
Yes, and Misha.
Well, Misha wasn't real.
a fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell.
Misha was never real.
They're all here.
He was a Memory Zone meme. Was Gallagher also a Memory Zone meme? Did they mention that Gallagher was a Memory Zone meme? It was you!
Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The Nameless. Those
I
who
thought
trailblazed
he was
the
made by
deep
the
never-ending
watchmaker.
revolution. After all this time,
Who? Misha?
how would we even find those three people in
No,
such
Misha was a
vast
Memory
place like
Zone meme.
Penacony? But it seems
That's why they were able to figure out that,
anything is indeed
they were still in
possible.
Enna's dream. Because if Misha was a Memory Zone meme, he shouldn't have been able to show up.
Gallagher?
Gallagher?
For you.
The first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little. As it is fleeting, the darkness
maybe.
too vast.
I butchered that.
Because of
Yeah.
people will remember.
You've gone H
As
and the
long as
second
something
L.
shines in the night sky, then
You
when the
added one
first
too many
star
G's.
falls, countless more will follow, streaking across the horizon. Brooklyn Tierney,
Oh, that's the drink I made.
Rosalina, Jay, and Estella. We raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses the stars.
And that was the last Don Hung voice line.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say?
Oh, so we don't
I
know.
mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time at the theme park when he said he was only 13 years old. Could that have meant something too? Either way, he's an enigmatic character for sure. At least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been real too, right? Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound. To the festival's invitation, to all lies and the singular truth. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles.
Feeling lucky.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart Penacony?
I'm gonna be dead honest, I forgot this guy was a
Apologies,
character.
Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you, watchers of the long dream. To your tenacity throughout time, to each sorrowful night, and to the dawn that is finally upon us.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands that turn round and round, the start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock, the advent of time moving forward. There shouldn't be much left to say. This entire adventure started because of you, and should naturally end with you. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, watchmaker of the land of the dreams, nameless of the Astral Express. To Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the sad and happy memories. The everyday that we're used to, they've lived through them too. But those things are all in the past. I know, but the thing that I can't get out of my mind is the present. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right? Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic,
One day you will be forgotten by humanity and your impact on the world will just be another speck in an infinite sand march.
we aren't really that special. When Mr. McHale sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express
March
to arrive
sounding
every day,
kind of like
what was he
Raiden,
thinking?
not gonna lie.
If, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe.
Hi Miko, you stole my joke.
But we will. As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McKay
I didn't hear it.
Is his answer to this very
What?
question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old nameless's face at the end of his life. And its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day, we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the express.
What was the
Maybe
joke
I
that
can say my
Himiko
final
stole
goodbye
from
to
you?
Avalon.
Genuine.
She also said we're all just specks, like girl, get your own analogy.
We are all small, we're all strands in the infinite fabric of eternity. Bam.
Do you still
I don't know.
remember when we first arrived in Penacony?
Also, Strands,
Have
Destiny
thought
2
our
reference.
paths cross in such a way.
Just saying.
That sucked.
I know. I know it did. But I had to, in order for me
We both still have
to make
our
a
own
Destiny 2
paths to
reference.
So let's forge ahead. Hopefully, if we meet again.
Anyways, I'm going to sleep now, you.
Okay. Where do I go? Do I go to the Express? I go to the Express. What the heck? Oh yeah. Oh, I said a I equipped it to where
Chin up, Pom
Pom
Pom.
Pom would be
Don't be sad.
wearing his little chef
Don't
costume.
cry.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Damn. That's crazy.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow. How could you say that? Don't be so mean. And while you're here, why don't you help me comfort Pom Pom? We told Pom Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying. I've never seen Pom Pom so sad before. The conductor never cries. Pom Pom is never sad.
Bro, the rain is all around you. We can see that you're crying, bro.
Just angry. Yeah, angry. No matter where the express stops,
Pom Pom is Nouvellette confirmed.
cause chaos. My
When he was sad, it was raining, and then when he wasn't sad, it wasn't raining.
If you carry on like this, the express is gonna run out of fuel. That's right. Pom Pom is just angry. It's not because of Fisha, Tiernan, Rosalina, and the rest.
It's okay. Oh, Pom Pom, just let it all out. Everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry. I'll stay here with Pom Pom.
But
Let's go.
I never expected Pom.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the Express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably more than we can imagine. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. They still deeply cherish every nameless who has boarded the Express and value every journey shared with them. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the Express.
Himiko, I've been feeling kind of down, not gonna lie.
Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but I'm afraid that's not out of the question. Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for us. Wow.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can probably only pull off 2 more warp jumps at most.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again. How about we shove you back in the space station's computer then?
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the agate world Melustanen. As for which one we're headed to, that still requires a vote.
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion.
I forgot Black Swan was on the ship now.
Meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo key.
I gotta speed this along,
Let's
chat.
put aside how you managed.
I just wanted to chat with...
Please speak candidly.
But I digress. Have you all... Should you be able...
Trailblazing?
Continue, Memo key.
A world that many across the universe don't even... A world hid... A world fettered. The eternal land. Amphorius.
I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family... What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give...
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. Oh, of course not.
Robin?
To build a true... If I told you. Go now. As I mentioned... a word of it. Life is too short.
We're gonna end this here, chat. Oh, there's one thing. Oh, I've unlocked that. Alright, we've gotta do that tomorrow. Alright. Bye-bye.